Abuse of power, bribery, and retaliation. Lawyers for embattled Attorney General Ken Paxton say that their client didn't commit any of the offenses he's accused of. In fact, well-known Houston attorneys Tony Buzbee and Dan Cogdill are calling Paxton's impeachment a sham. Fox 26's political reporter Greg Rugen here to tell us what else they had to say. Greg.
Yeah, Caroline, they had plenty to say, claiming their client is actually the victim of a calculated political assassination, a scheme they promised to uncloak later this summer during Paxton's trial before the Texas Senate.
Ken Paxton will never be convicted by the Senate. Not on this evidence, not with this record.
Well-known Houston trial lawyer Tony Buzbee came out blazing in defense of currently suspended State Attorney General Ken Paxton, immediately attacking the merit of 20 articles of impeachment voted through by 121 of the 150 members of the Texas House.
You know, the old saying is you can indict a ham sandwich in the state of Texas. On this evidence, you couldn't even indict a ham sandwich.
Joining Buzbee on Paxton's defense team, highly regarded Houston lawyer Dan Cogdill, who ripped the secrecy of the House investigation and the absence of due process prior to the rapid-fire impeachment vote. Both of the Attorney General's lawyers took swipes at Rusty Hardin and Dick DeGuerin, the iconic courthouse duo hired by the House to prosecute the case before the Texas Senate.
I respect and admire Mr. DeGuerin and Mr. Hardin, but they both said it's not about politics. Really? Are you kidding me? This wasn't about politics. Those words came out of their mouths. Look, they're good lawyers and good friends, but they're smarter than that.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to let these legal legends off the hook. I'm not going to let them off the hook. This is a sham impeachment. And if they were being reasonable and fair, they would say the same to you.
To say this case is not about politics has the credibility, the believability, and the sincerity of the fellow that's trying to convince his wife that he goes to the strip joint for the food. It's not about the naked women.
It is the inescapably political overtone and genuinely historic nature of the trial, which has led Fox 26 legal analyst Chris Tritico to predict rhetorical fireworks on the Senate floor.
This is going to be one heck of a show.
Yeah, it was just last week when prosecutor Hardin labeled Paxton's actions 10 times worse than what's been reported. Meantime, the Senate is scheduled to set the rules for this proceeding later this month, with the actual trial on the books for late August. In the studio, Greg Grugan, Fox 26 News.